Okay, so let reverse confirm directly.
Hello all, good morning. We'll wait for 5 more minutes as more people are joining. Hello, yeah, good morning all. I'm sharing my screen. I hope it's visible to all so that you can confirm.
Yes, it is visible.
Okay, great. So, good morning all. My name is Amit and I'm heading the pre-sales at Inecom. And today I'm going to present SAP Business One, the latest web client, the version 10.0 SP2605. This is the latest release from SAP on the Business One. And for today, we'll look at the overview of SAP Business One web client, the usability and the process maps that they have added newly. What are the enhancements being done in the CRM, sales and the purchasing, the analytics and reporting, the integration platform, and the live demo on the web client. To give you a brief, the 2605 on version 10 is a major milestone release. It focuses heavily on bringing all the elements, all the features that were missing on the web client. So now we can say at least 90-95% transactions are available in standard web client. And it also covers the visual process maps and your enhanced analytics. It also enhances your system security by having a multi-factor authentication. So like an OTP-based login that is required. Yeah. So you can use your Google Authenticator apps or other apps, which allows you to enter a one-time password from your mobile or a device. Yeah, to log into the system. So this has been enabled now across the platform. Either use it on a browser or the client application. So what is there in the visual navigation, like the process map? This allows you to navigate from a process, like from one point to another. So there are some standard samples created by SAP, like Order-to-Cash, Procure-to-Pay, which provided a guided navigation for the user so that they can follow the steps accordingly. And you can also configure, you can create your own. On the CRM sales and purchasing, the key areas are like your Excel imports. Now the web client allows you to import your master data for your items, your business partners, your update your existing data, your serial numbers, batch numbers. Yeah, you can do it directly from an Excel file or a CSV. And the procurement and the landed costs have been added now, so we can directly capture this transactions from the web client. So there's the procurement confirmation wizard, which was there already there on the traditional client. Now it is also available on the web client. Now crystal reports have been added. So all the reports that you have designed on the traditional client, now it is available on the browser. And SAP has added a new sales analysis, completely new, which gives you more depth compared to what the traditional sales analysis report used to provide on the traditional client. They have also bought in new integration. The email activity integration have been added now. So the moment you create an activity inside the SAP CRM, the standard CRM, it allows you to send an email with that activity content as it is with the users or the contact persons that you have selected. And SAP has also added the webhooks functionality. This is very useful when it comes to integrating your other products like web-based CRMs you might be using, or you have other solutions like WMS or any other solution that runs on a browser or a web. Yeah, and you would like to have a direct integration. Now webhooks are supported for that. It becomes much easier to integrate any web-based application using webhooks. So now we'll look at the demo. As you can see, this is the welcome screen, and they have added this new user interface where when the user logs in, it will ask for this OTP code. Yeah, so this is configurable, and once it is configured, the user will have to enter this for the multi-factor authentication. So this user interface has been changed for logging in to make sure it accepts the multi-factor authentication. So now we look at the web client. So on web client also the same option is available for the multi-factor authentication. So it has been enabled now across all the platform that we access. So as you can see now, it has been updated with all the latest transactions that are available now with the latest version. First, we will see at the process maps. So here you can see the process maps that have been created by SAP. The two you can see below here, the Procure-to-Pay and Order-to-Cash, these are standard. This has been already created by SAP. So this gives a process flow. Like if a purchase team has to work on, then what will be the process for it? Like they are going to create a purchase request and it will followed by a processing that purchase request, either it goes through an approval or once it has been processed as a quotation, then we receive these quotations and then you're going to process that. So someone can see a list of documents. So this 15 basically shows me the list of quotations, purchase quotations that are there in the system. Okay, the purchase orders, basically the one that we are going to process now. So this allows a user to take an action based on the process flow. So they can follow a step-by-step process and continue their cycle. If you would like to reuse this and do some changes to it, you can.
ये डेबिट नोट करो, उसमें सेम रिमार्क्स लिखो, बट वो रिमार्क्स में 20.
Sorry for that. So this allows you to create your own process by duplicating it, and you can change the process, or you can create a new process directly from the scratch, something like this. I can show you one example. I've created this, for example, the CRM flow, which allows me a user to create a quotation and then it will go for an approval. So if someone clicks on this, it will directly take me to the quotation creation page. And from here, the user can start entering the data. So it becomes very easy for the role-based users and what activities they are going to follow on day-to-day basis when it comes to your day-to-day transactions. They will be able to use this seamlessly. And it's quite easy. You, if you would like to change any content of this, by just clicking on edit, you can see like what are the business steps that you are going to follow, what business objects will be linked to this particular process. Either is the person who is going to manage it is going to create or manage that particular document. Yeah, and when this process will come in. So it is the initial stage or it is at the approval. Yeah, so you can choose what you would like to create. So this allows the end user or the business users to create this and assign it to the team, with which they can follow on day-to-day basis. Secondly, we will look at the imports. So on the master data, you can see there is an option available now here to create a master data and import. From import, it allows you to upload the master data for items. Similarly, you can do it for business partners, or if you would like to capture the batch numbers, serial numbers, that can be done. And the option available here is you can add a new record or update the existing records, add new records without updating existing, or update existing records without adding new records. So if you have some fields that you would like to update, like a bulk update, instead of going one by one, we can be uploaded through an Excel and it will pick up all the data. Something like this. I'll show an example. So you can see it will bring down all the data from the Excel sheet. And once it has brought in, we can map the fields. So this mapping allows us to identify like which column represents my item number, description, foreign name, grouping, type, all this can be mapped on that Excel. And once you have mapped it, you can execute this particular one and it will upload all this master data in the system. Apart from this, it also allows me to run an available to promise report straight from here. So this was something which was only available on the traditional client till now, but now it is here where you can see in detail. Yeah. What are the documents against which this stock has been committed or ordered, and what is the stock availability in the system? Great. So this is very useful when we are running our day-to-day operations, and this report has been included now as a part of the standard flow. Now, if you look at the purchase side, the procurement confirmation wizard. So this wizard was helpful, like when we are converting sales order or from a customer production order, we would like to convert into a purchase. Yeah, we can choose maybe one customer or more than one customer. And from here, we can have the option to select against which quotations we would like to convert this into an purchase orders. So the target document remains here is the purchase order. We can choose the supplier. We can have the document series defined. And what will be the expected delivery date from the supplier. So once this information is there, you can okay. So basically, this allows me to create the document directly from here on the from the sales order to the purchase order directly. So I can choose what can be the base document over here, and I can convert multiple orders or quotations to the purchase directly from here. Then they have also added this landed cost document here. On this landed cost, you can create a new one. You can choose the vendor against which we are creating it. And once we have selected the vendor, the option enables over here the copy from. So that traditionally, like how we used to create from the goods receipt or from an AP invoice or from a landed cost, like a revised landed cost document is there. Yeah, you can choose accordingly and you can update the cost now. So if there was a actual now custom cost is available, or we have the actual costing based on the invoices, we can update and it will update the costings accordingly. Now we will look at the crystal reports that have been added. So you can see the list of crystal reports that are available in your traditional client. So the ones that are already available will now be available here on the web client, and you can run those reports directly from here. It will also pick the options, the filters that you have in the existing system, where you can choose the customers from a given range. So this is basically the parameters for this particular report. Similarly, you can have this. And when you run this report, it will bring the same crystal on the screen like this. So it becomes now easier from here, and the same report can be emailed directly from the web client. So the options are available here. SAP has also added the sales analysis report, which I've mentioned. This is much better and advanced compared to the traditionally one that was available. So why I say it is advanced, the filters are available anyway, like you can have the customer codes and the posting dates. Apart from this, you can have the header data, and this will further allows you to drill down from here. Like for a given customer, if we are seeing the below table here, that these are the transactions from which this data is coming from. If I would like to filter it out on a specific transaction or a specific customer, I can do that. So I can just scroll down and see like for which particular customer I would like to see this data. And the moment I select this, it will filter out specifically for that particular customer now. So you can see this DC001. Yeah, let's say this one. So if I have selected this particular customer C1, this 412, from where this data is coming from, you can drill down to this particular list of invoices. You can also maximize. And if you would like to see specifically an invoice from here, it also allows you to drill down from the main report itself to the base transaction like this. So if you click here on view more, it will take you to the base transaction. Apart from this, we can also adapt more filters to this. The columns that you would like to add more, like for example, if you have any other information that you would like to add related to the sales analysis, or from the base document, like for example, if you want to include the project code, so that is also available, where if you would like to filter the data based on this. So this gives you more information, more area for analysis, and you can add your columns by yourself as required. And once you like this, you can save it, save that particular format the way you would like to see this data. Lastly, there is one more improvement on the email activity that I have mentioned. So what SAP has done now, they have tightly integrated this with the Outlook locally on your system. So in CRM, they have created an activity type email. So this is an activity type email here. So the moment someone tries to create an email kind of an activity, it will ask for the recipient users, like the user or an employee or the contact person from the customers, and their email address will come here automatically. Yeah, you can update the content. So like what will be the content of the email and everything has been added here. And once it is done, you have to just click here send. So the moment you do this send by email, it will open up on the Outlook and bring all the content as it is. Yeah. So this is a very good way forward on like, when a sales team is working on the emails and, and they're working on the system, they're updating like what was the discussion happened, or they're going to submit any quotation to the customer. So this becomes very useful for the users to directly enter data in one place, and at a click of button, they can send this via system. And the beauty here is system will record. It has already the record of data that what has been entered on this particular activity, as well as it also has a status now, open and emailed. So it is also being tracked that you have emailed this particular quotation to the customer. So this gives another level of tracking for the managers as well as end users. They can track their data, how it is being managed in the system. So it's a very useful feature, and a report is already available where you can see a detailed activity report with the content of the email and everything. That is already default, a standard report inside SAP Business One, where you will be able to see in detail like this. So what was the email sent? What is the content of that? Yeah. So wherever the activity type is email, we will be able to see that. Yeah, here you can see in the bottom the activity type, and it has now all the contents captured in for that particular activity. So this is a existing report, but now with this feature coming in, it will be very useful, as emails are also linked inside the SAP Business One. So that's it for the today's presentation. There's a lot of the existing features that were available have been added now in the web client, which you can use and leverage this new platform. Yeah, we are now open for the Q&A. Yeah.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Hi, actually, I have a question regarding that sales analysis report that you just showed.
Yes.
Can you please let me know this is available only on web browser? Or it is available on regular interface also?
It is available only on the web client.
Only on the web client, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Abdul. You can unmute.
Hello, you can hear me now?
Yes, yes, Abdul, I can hear you.
Okay, I have two questions. The first question regarding how we will get this feature. It will automatically update it, or we need to do any update manually?
We will need to upgrade.
Sorry?
We'll need to upgrade. We'll need to upgrade your SAP on your server. Yeah, currently your setup is on premise, so we'll have to upgrade that SAP to the latest version to enable these features.
We need to upgrade both applications. We need to both application, web and Windows application, or only web?
No, it is the full upgrade. So it will upgrade your database as well as the application.
Okay. Second question. Now you show like purchase order with us, and how we will know this sales order need to be to have it purchase order. And there is an indicator or how we can select it. There is some sales order already have enough quantity, and some there is no enough quantity. So there is indicator in the system to show.
Yeah,
which
so
one
that
need to-
yeah, the available to promise report has been enabled now. So yeah, they can check from there that if this stock is available and it is already allocated for other orders, yeah, they can place the orders.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Hey, hi, good morning. This is Hiram this side. My questions are 2, 3. First, is this SAP Small Business One a SaaS offering from SAP?
No, this is the same SAP Business One. It's just the latest version. What they have done now is there were some features like again it was 60-70%. Now they have reached to 80-90%. I will say it is almost now 90%. You can create your production entries, you can create general entries. So the transactions which you're missing in the traditional the web browser, now they have upgraded this to a full latest version this year.
Okay, so this is I understood this is more of a additional features on the web, which earlier used to
Yes.
happen on the client. So this particular product is more additional features on the web. Okay, that's first.
Correct.
Secondly,
Correct.
in terms of commercials, because this is SAP Business One, what we have been hearing in the market as SAP is pushing customers to go HANA way or go to RISE way. So what impact it has for the customers who are on SAP Business One currently or who are thinking to go on the SAP Business One as new customers? So what is an impact of that?
The benefit here is they will be able to use this device across the platform. So either you use your mobile or a tab or a desktop or a laptop. Now it becomes platform independent with this feature coming in. Yeah, so that is the key. Any device, anywhere you are, and it with the enabled security, with the multi-factor authentication, you can use it now anywhere. So that's the first thing for SAP.
Okay. How long
And
SAP Business One will remain active? Because
this
if there is a
is
push
going to remain for long. Yeah, please go ahead, continue.
So my question is, if there is a push to go to HANA
Yeah.
or RISE, okay, how
Mhm.
long the investment in SAP Business One is going to remain intact for the organizations?
See, from SAP, we have already heard that the new versions are coming in next year. We are expecting version 11, and this is going to stay for long. So definitely we have a clear picture from the SAP. There's a clear roadmap for the latest version coming up, and it is going to stay for long. There is no news as such from SAP that they are going to shut down this operations for SAP Business One, or it is anywhere near future it is going to happen, something like that. So it is going to stay. Definitely, they have their other product which they are pushing it to the customers, but SAP Business One is going to remain as the SME product.
Sure. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Can you just explain the commercial aspects of it? Because I just wanted a brief, if you can. How does this commercially work?
Commercially, it works. I'll ask my team to get back to you on this on the commercial, because this is purely the upgrade that will happen. If you are on our cloud, all of our customers will be upgraded on the latest version. If you have the setup on your local premise, then we'll have to upgrade that. That's the only difference.
So just to add to that,
you.
the web client is free. There is no charge to web client. If you are an existing Business One user, you will get the web client at no additional charge. You may have to pay something to upgrade to the current version because there is work involved to upgrade the software. There's no charge for software license. It's free.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you.
There's a question from Shaban. Can a user access web client directly without opening the normal client first? What are the limitations of the current web client compared to the normal one? Is this upgrade available from SAP to all companies? So yes, this can be accessed directly without opening the normal client. That's where I said it is not device independent. Either you use your mobile or a desktop or a laptop. Without opening the the normal client, you can open the web client. The limitations will be there only in terms of the financial reports, which are still mainly on the traditional client, which SAP is working on. So the like your P&L statement, your balance sheet, trial balance, your taxation, so those are the things that will still be there on the traditional client, which will be coming in later stages, maybe with a new version. And is this upgrade available from SAP to all companies? Yes, this is for all the companies. Whoever are using SAP Business One, all companies, we can upgrade to the latest version. Yes, it is available on the SQL version also. The difference here is there is the analytics part, which is now mainly focused only on HANA version. So with SQL, yes, the web client will still work, but the analytics will not be as good compared to the HANA version. Any other questions? I will wait for a minute. If there are more questions, I can answer. Yes, Abdul.
Yes, for this upgrade, how many days it will be required?
You can send us an email. I will get back to you on it. It will depend on the number of databases you have and your existing infra. So I will get back to you with the quotation.
The one database is for one database.
For one database, still, I will ask my team to get back to you on this with the quotation. Yeah.
It will also it will be called include like add-ons and report and customized report and layouts.
Correct. So when we upgrade, all the add-ons that you have will be upgraded to the latest version. That's why I said I will ask the team to check the database and the add-ons that you have, so we can upgrade everything in one.
Okay. Thank you.
Sure. Thanks, sir. Any other queries? Yeah. Will FMS and transaction.
So Haji has put a question here. Can somebody reply to him?
Yeah, he's asking about will FMS and transaction notification will work on web client? I believe yes. Yeah, transaction notification yes. FMS I will check. I will check and update and to check on the FMS. So, Mr. Haji, your query is about upgrading this version from the last 2 years. We have been using the same version. So, I believe you would be on a version 10 still if you are using the version from last 2 years. If you are not, then the upgrade is still possible. It might be a staged approach where we will upgrade
I'll answer that
to a version
Amit.
which was.
I'll answer that, Amit. Haji is on our cloud actually. He's from Globus Pharma.
Okay.
Haji, the last
Okay.
upgrade we did was in November 24. And as we are speaking right now, the Tushar's team is in the process of upgrading all our customers to version 26.05, which is the one Amit just showed you. So this web client is already available in the existing version also. So the 24.11, which is currently in use on our cloud, web client exists there too. This web client which Amit showed just covers a broader set of options of SAP Business One. So I think there are no more questions, Amit. We can
Yeah, we can wind up.
Close the meeting.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone, for your time.
Thank you.